It's your main man, Cliff Tone. I can't believe I'm having to do that again. I would like to preface this episode by saying welcome to Cliff Tone's Corner and thank you so much for being here. I am dealing with a conundrum because, one, this episode should have never started like this at all. I'm so sorry about that. But I recently recorded the breakdown, and it was the remaining parts I was supposed to bring to you guys, catching up on the rest of the episodes, hyping up for the finale, and I ran into a technical issue, and oh my gosh, I spent a few hours recording, and I lost a good majority of that recording, like half of it. Logic Pro crashed. It could not bring back the audio for me or any of the files I had recorded or done. So I am I for the life of me cannot sit and re-record an hour. So what I will do, oh my God, I know I owe you guys content so bad. But what I will do, I just cannot bring myself to re-record. I'm going to attach what I have recorded to the tail end of this little message here. Just a little PSA I'm on. I'm going to attach that, and guys, I'm so sorry. We're going to move towards the finale. I've never had anything like this happen before. Logic Pro, you are something else. That something like this may really make me go back to Premiere Pro, because Premiere Pro always auto-saved everything. Man, it's really devastating to my heart. Just really, truly devastating. But nonetheless, I apologize, you guys. Instead of just saying F it and just not uploading anything at all, I put my heart into it. So what I do have, I do want to give you guys. So without further ado, here is Survivor 50, the breakdown, the rest of it. I'm sorry. What is the rest of it? What is? Gosh, so sorry, guys. So sorry. Hey! It's your main man, Cliff Tone, in the best place to be, Cliff Tone's Corner, of course. I'm coming right back at you with the second part of the Survivor 50 breakdown. In the last episode, we covered episodes 4 through 6, and we ended on that bloody blood moon, in the events of which we lost Camilla, Genevieve, and broke down Colby. I am sorry, Colby. I'm gonna stand by this. They should have did something else, and they should have let Colby get evac the next day. I'm sorry. And then in a secret scene or in something after the fact of this episode, I think I might have said it in this last episode I recorded, but he said that they was gonna pull him. He said he had to beg to be able to go to tribal council and yada yada yada. Come on, you guys missed an opportunity to get out multiple players. Like, this game has way too many people playing. It still has too many people, in my opinion, at this point for a merge. But here we are, drowning in players. But after the blood moon, we have to move on. And in episode 7, that's not how I play Survivor. In this episode, we're going to cover days 13 through 15. And this is going to kick off day 13 with the aftermath of the blood moon. Why do I feel like I said that funny? I feel like I said that funny. But the next day comes, and, you know, with these tribal councils, everyone was separate. So throughout the night of getting back, and then this next morning, I am talking funny. But, I forgot to put this with a precursor. This episode is delayed because I messed around and got a cold. Don't know if you can still hear it in my nose or not, but I'm gonna try my absolute best not to be sniffling and snuffling on this bad boy. And if I do, I definitely apologize in advance. But you guys know, if you watch the episode, again, I hope you're watching the episode as well and not just listening to me. But again, if you are, that's okay too. Um, with the whole blood moon thing, they split everyone into three groups, and now after tribal, of course, these groups come back together and they get to see who went, what happened, who flipped, who can you trust, who's going next. You just don't know. You just don't know. Um, there is a conflict at the camp between Jonathan and Dee. It's one of the first major moments of the episode because Jonathan is calling out Dee for lying to him, and you know, you you can't get caught up. You cannot get caught up. But there's also drama with Coach too. So Jonathan's going at D, Coach is going at D. So she has two people aiming their guns right at her back, and they're gonna pull the trigger pretty soon. I have a strong feeling about it. But soon after this information is revealed to us, a journey opportunity is then revealed, and Stephanie is the one that is selected to go. If I'm remembering back correctly, Sari did not want Stephanie's ass to go. I wish Sari would have went. I always wish Sari gets all the things. It's just my worst survivor habit in the world. But Stephanie is sent away, whisked away on a boat, and her journey challenge is to hold her hand above her head for an hour. That's it. That's it. That's all. That's it. That's all she wrote. Of course, there's a bucket of water above her, and if her hand comes down too low, it'll pull the bucket down and drench her with water. Survivor. You're pissing me off. You're pissing me off. This season up until this point, now we're at episode 7 now, and you know what? Hold my hand and let's walk back to the what felt like 30-minute Zach Brown segment. It probably was. I don't know. I didn't time it, but still, you guys are wasting our time. They spent so much time on this Stephanie segment, and we did not need this much time on someone holding their hand above their head for an hour. Like, come on. This was bullshit. It was bullshit. But she did it. Yay! What a hard thing to do. She did it. She earns a steal a vote advantage, and she goes right along and she shares that information with Sari. So there's another tidbit of information that Sari is able to collect. She gains knowledge of yet another advantage. With this knowledge, she can use that to potentially direct a vote. Probably the way Sari works in magic, she can get Stephanie to steal someone's vote that she's trying to get out, and then work together. Hopefully, all the good feels. We want all the good feels and all the good outcomes. For our reward challenge, the tribes are split into 2 teams of 7, and they have to navigate that huge boulder that the art department has concocted and crafted, and they have to move that through an obstacle course, and of course, we gotta finish with a puzzle. Winning team wins Chinese takeout, and the winning team is... Oh, mind you, I forgot to explain this correctly. I am so sorry. This is for immunity and reward. The 2 groups will go against each other, and then the winning group will win reward, and then that group will then go against each other and compete again for individual immunity. So the reward is Chinese takeout. Christian, D, Emily, Joe, Ozzy, Rick, Stephanie. They all get to enjoy that reward, but not until this is all over. Our 7 winners from the first challenge for award are now competing for individual immunity. What they have to do is balance on a narrow beam, hold this long pole, and of course there's a white ball on the end on the disc. Just balance it there, keep it there. Classic, classic, classic. If your ball drops, or you fall, you're out. And Ozzy pulls off the individual immunity win, and we absolutely love to see it. Moving right along, back at camp, Rizzo is wanting to target D, mainly because D told Emily about his idol, and that's a problem because everyone knows now. Stay tuned for this. Please stay tuned for this. Like, oh my God, I want to I want to put a huge ass asterisk next to this whole Rizzo idol thing, and D telling Emily, and Emily telling everyone else, and then becoming public knowledge. Just please remember this footnote. You'll want to. So, Coach's plan, he wants to split votes on D and Tiffany. But the issue isn't really the plan. It's always how Coach goes about things. And Coach, being Coach, is going to coach on and annoy the hell out of people. And at Tribal Council, D is under pressure. Coach's name is being thrown around. And Tiffany's out there too. You know, Coach wants to do that little split vote crap. No one is really making very loud steps here, if that makes sense. But we know there are multiple names out there, and we don't really know what's going to happen. Besides, one thing, Miss Aubrey, and I don't even know if I brought this up in the Blood Moon episode. It was so much going on. But Aubrey's idol was public knowledge, and I'm going to play it. Didn't play it. I just forgot. You know, I've played this game a couple times. I've got deep more than once, and I just forgot. Sorry, guys. So that made her a target. I forgot to even mention, not even this episode of her being a target, but just forgot to mention that this is a forced play on Aubrey's hands, and she is playing her hidden immunity idol this episode because she kind of has to. Everyone is like on her ass about it. They are pretty pissed off. She quote unquote forgot in the last episode. So this is her saving face, saving grace. And then besides Aubrey playing her idol, D plays her shot in the dark, but it doesn't work out. So with the votes floating around, Coach receives 1 vote. Tiffany receives 4 votes. And the ultimate target, D, receives 8 votes. She's the first major casualty post Blood Moon. Her gameplay finally ran up on her ass. Rizzo got her out. Coach, not really sure what you were trying to do this episode, but you should see by now that people don't really fuck with a lot of what you do. How does he not know this by now? How does he not know about this? Boy. But I digress. We are going to move on and move right along so I don't take too long and make this episode too long. The last one was 35 minutes, damn near. I was like, wow, I didn't mean to do that. I'm so sorry, you guys. But double the fun, double the demise. Episode 8 is covering days 15 and 16. So D's alliance just lost her. So players are trying to, shift around. Of course, as it is the theme with every episode, and it seems every tribal trust. Who to trust? That T word. I'm going to just start saying take a shot every time I say trust. And I promise I won't say it 3 times like I just did. Coach is trying to kind of not backpedal, but he's trying to pamper his image a bit. He kind of realizes the way he came off is kind of rubbing people wrong. So now he's being advised to lay low. But Jonathan, Chrissy, Stephanie, they're all like, dude, you gotta crank that down a little bit. You gotta duck down, have a seat. Chill, bro. Just chill. But Coach being coach, he has to do his coach thing, and he runs to Tiffany. Why? Why? Like, Tiffany is not an idiot, dude. He's not an idiot. Don't know why he would believe for a second that, hey, I didn't push your name at the tribal. No, it wasn't me. It wasn't me at all. Dude, she's not stupid. Like, come on now. This is Tiffany we're talking about. So, of course, Tiffany's not going to believe him. He loses even more credibility with her. She's even more cautious with him. And again, trust continues to erode. And moving on, boy. Yet another twist. Don't we love the twist? This is in the hands of the fans. We asked for this, apparently. I don't ever remember asking for all of the twist, all of the Billie Eilish idols, all of the Mr. Beast of it all of the splitting up the merged tribe. Why are we splitting up the merged tribe and doing separate tribals? And why are we doing pairs and teams and triplets and quads? And get me out of here. Better yet, let's get Jeff out. Get Jeff out. Get Jeff out. Get Jeff out. So, for the next twist, everyone is divided into pairs, and the game immediately changes because for the first time ever, the tribe is divided into pairs. You are tied to someone else's fate, and if you go, they go. And now, if you're doing the math, and you hear this pairs thing comes up, you would know that there is not an even number of people. If in the last challenge, in the last episode, we just had 2 teams of 7 and somebody was voted out, there's going to be something uneven going on here because then there can only be 6 teams and 1 person will be left out. So, everything shakes down and breaks down to being Aubrey and Rick, Chrissy and Coach, Christian and Jonathan, Emily and Rizzo, Joe and Tiffany, and Ozzy and Stephanie. And for all my Sari warriors out there, you notice that's the one name I ain't said. When a twist comes up, if you are a Sari fan, you instantly get PTSD immediately. Like, immediately. You shit your pants. You get all this worry in your gut. Your throat closes up. Like, Sari is sent to Exile Island. Now, she is safe. She's safe. She's immune from the vote. She does not get to participate in the immunity challenge, the main challenge that we're having. Immunity reward. The reward challenge. So it's immunity. I'm about to say Sari and immunity at the same time. Reward immunity, she can't get none of the good stuff. She's about to go sit by herself on Exile Island. Oh. She's not going to tribal either, too. She's not going to tribal. She's going to sit there alone on this island and do her thing. But as I go through my notes here, we move on to the challenge. Now, we will be back to Sari. We will be back. Don't worry. But we move on to the immunity challenge, and the pairs complete for immunity and reward, navigating an obstacle course together. And we end up at a puzzle again. I really need Survivor to really change the formula. I really want them to change the formula because I did hear about this recently in a pod. No matter, like, they build these huge, elaborate obstacle courses, and there's a good percentage of the time, let's say 80 to 90, to where the obstacles never really matter because you get to the puzzle and equalizer, it's the equalizer, it's the equalizer, and boy does it equalize because everybody's here now. We're all doing the puzzle, so it's like, I'm tired, it's stale. But nonetheless, Joe and Tiffany pull out the obstacle course and the table maze puzzle. They are going to get spaghetti, wine, but most importantly, 2 lovely immunity necklaces. And now, let's flash on over to Exile Island to Suri, where we see the Exile Island is covered in coconuts, and Suri now has the task of going through these coconuts. Looks like it could be thousands and thousands and thousands, and she has to find this one coconut within her time limit with this golden little iconic phoenix looking thing on it. And after searching, and she dug. And honestly, I thought this game was gonna her over, and she wasn't gonna be able to get it. But she finds it, and from what I'm establishing and what I heard other people establishing, this is individual immunity for Suri. Suri wins this challenge. She can return to camp, and with going to exile, she lost her vote, and she can now vote in tonight's immunity. Oh my gosh. Holy shit. She can now vote in tonight's tribal council. So this is perfect. She is safe. She has information because she is the bone carrier, and now she can vote. And of course, Suri comes back. Now, I don't really care what everybody's trying to do. You know, Emily wants to get Chrissy and Coach. Rizzo wants to get Aubrey and Rick. Damn, Chrissy wants to get Emily and Rizzo. And Suri comes back, and she sets everybody straight. And she's like, Chrissy and Coach. Oh, Chrissy, you wanna... you silly goose, you wanna get Rizzo. I'm working with him. Sorry. And it's like, man, you goof. But the main targets tonight are gonna be Coach and Chrissy, because girl, why? And Aubrey and Devins. This is the perfect opportunity to get out these 2 huge players. So why not take the shot? Why not? But here we go during Tribal. Now, if you remember in one of my very early episodes for Survivor 50, I spoke about how Rick and Christian concocted a plan to hide an idol at Tribal Council. And they did it. They pulled it off. Well, pulled off hiding it. Just slipped it under a rock at Tribal. And boy, does Devins take his moment. He knows his name is on the chopping block, and he jumps for that fake idol under the rock. Everybody's like, yo, what the fuck? Oh, he got an idol. What? So, of course, Tribal goes live. Everyone is moving around, trying to figure out what's going on. What do we do? But at the end of the day, Coach plays his shot in the dark. He's not safe. 10 votes for Chrissy and Coach. 1 vote Aubrey and Rick. 1 vote Emily and Rizzo. And this double elimination creates a huge hole in the game. Thank goodness, just taking out Coach by itself. But getting getting both Chrissy and Coach out with this 1-2 punch is perfect. Suri worked her magic, redirected the vote away from either Rizzo or Devins, and was able to pull this off. Oh, man. Oh. And for this fake idol, Devins does not play it. I skipped over that part. And then Just pockets it, takes it back to camp. Oh, I was supposed to sneak it back, and then I can play it. It becomes active after I sneak it back, so I have to sneak it. Well, sneak it now. Guys, I gotta take it back to camp first, and then it's active. What a trip, man. I love you, Rick Devens. I love you so much. This pair twist really changed how the strategy could work up. Oh, I didn't even mention. Oh my gosh, major part 2. So this is why Devins went for the idol. And then any advantages or idols that cover one person cover both people. They cover both people in that pair. So if Devins did pull a real idol and he played it, it would make any votes for him or Aubrey not count. Just sorry, I missed over important details. Maybe I shouldn't do 3 episodes in one. Learning. But Coach, he can't make that climb back up the social ladder. He's gone. Chrissy made the mistake of going for one of Cherie's allies. She's gone. Don't do that. Moving right along. Episode 9. I deserve all of this. Days 16, 17, and 18. That double elimination with Chrissy and Coach being booted out is going to, one, make their alliance collapse. Of course, with every vote out, I feel like there's some sort of reshuffling, especially nowadays with the way things go. It seems like things aren't as solid alliance wise. Back in the day, these 4 are working together and these 4 are working together. Even if 2 of these 4 got picked off and only 2 solo, they would still ride it out together and still try to pick off the other 4. They wouldn't intermingle and one of the 2 wouldn't go over, or one of the 4 wouldn't go over to the 2, make it a tie vote, draw rocks, some crazy crap like that. Today's game is very much more fluid. Let's put it that way. It's much more fluid. So I feel like after every tribal, the players are trying to reposition, regroup numbers, find numbers, pull in people, figure out who they can trust. There's that T word one more time. As I told you guys, we were ending off in that last bit there with the pairs twist and that fake idol that Devins pulled out of the woodwork. Yeah, that's causing a lot of fallout. So a lot of players, let's say every single player, is questioning his credibility. They're criticizing him, and especially after the way he jumped up and did that, he's unpredictable now. He's the idol man, and they are scared. Outside of Devins, Christian is trying to repair relationships. He's trying to fix things with Jonathan, trying to fix things with Joe. It's not working. No one's trusting Christian. So with the way this edit is going, we see that Christian is the next person on the outs of the edit, and now I am realizing that. I am truly realizing that, because it was Coach in the outside of the edit. I don't know if that makes sense the way I'm putting it in the outside of the edit, but it was Coach in the last episode, and then now they're doing it to Christian. They're showing that, like, hey, this is turning into some Big Brother shit. I'm realizing that. That's what they do on Big Brother. Oh, shit. I don't like that. Don't ostracize people. But, of course, as with every episode, target discussions start to take place, and Christian throws out a name, and it's Ozzy. And not only does he throw out the name Ozzy, he throws it out to Serene. Oh, he's a threat. He's got to go. But of course, Ozzy and Sari and Rizzo, they have the Wizard of Oz, or whatever the hell it's called. And she ain't going for that shit. She is not going for that. So then that right there, and now I'm realizing that, looking back on the episode, it kind of solidifies the fact that Christian is he's a done deal for this episode. I'm sorry. I don't. Am I spoiling it? Oh shit. I'm sorry. But hell, damn. I didn't look. I'm not gonna re-record. It's in the edit, and I'm actually just now realizing it. I'm actually like comparing the edits from episode 8 and episode 9. Uh, wow, wow. So, I don't like that they edit it like that. I would like the edit to be ambiguous as to who's going home, or at least, if it needs to be obvious, make it obvious at tribal council. If editors need to do it that bad, make it obvious to tribal council. It was pretty clear that Coach was going to be the one heading home. Unfortunately, Chrissy was a casualty of that war. And now that I'm realizing that as well, in episode 7, D was kind of edited early on in the episode as like, boom, Coach has a problem with her. Jonathan has a problem with her. I'm looking back on this now. Wow. Ew, Survivor 50. Why are you edited like this? It don't make no sense. I'm so sorry, you guys. I just had an epiphany and I need to go to Tiffany's. So, I'm going to go ahead and roll out the rest of this episode for you guys. I honestly did not mean to spoil it, but I just realized a lot. And low-key, I feel like this is a waste of my time. I feel like it was a waste of my time. That's crazy. That's crazy they would do this like this. That's crazy. We already knew. But as we head into the Immunity Challenge, rest assured, this is a challenge where the players hold on to a handlebar, they crank it back, and it's holding a bucket. And that bucket is filled with 25% of their pre-game body weight. If their bucket drops, they're out. But for the first time in Survivor history, is that my first time saying this episode? I don't think so. But or during the breakdown as a whole, Jeff decides to add a twist. So you know what? Take a shot when I say twist, and then take a shot when I say trust as well, because these two words, man. Jeff adds in a twist that if a group of 5 players can outlast him, they win enough rice to last the remainder of the season. I believe it's about a week left in the game. What day is it at this point? I can't even think in my brain to remember, because that whole thing I just whatchamacallit, it's day 16. It's 10 days. So yeah, about a week left in the game. Jeff does this little wager thing. Instead of 5 people, the castaways talk him down to 4. And Jonathan, Joe, Ozzy, and Tiffany agree to take part. And they succeed, earning the rights for the tribe for the rest of the season, which is going to be a great morale booster. They will definitely need this. I know a lot of people have been starving this season, because in the hands of the fans, episode 1, they told us that we were making them earn everything. We were giving them nothing, and they've been hungry. See, in the hands of the fans thing, I don't even know how true this is, because a lot of this stuff I know good and damn well we did not ask for. I know we didn't ask for it, but I digress. After the challenge, Joe holds it out too. He holds it out. I forgot about them. I said they won against Jeff, but Joe wins the overall challenge, and he is given power. He's got to send somebody on a journey. And instead of just choosing somebody, he lets them rock, paper, scissors to where Christian wins the chance to go on a journey. And even though I've spoiled the ending of the episode, this journey, boy, this journey. In 40, was it 49 or 48? I think Rachel Lamont, was Rachel the one that did this puzzle? I'm not entirely sure. Jeez. But this puzzle is the one where it's just you on a barge with a puzzle. But the thing is, there are weights that drop off the side of the barge at intervals, and the very last weight that drops pulls the puzzle that you're trying to solve off of the barge and into the ocean. And of course, the first time seeing this challenge, you want it pulled off. But for some reason, and then I didn't even have the realization that I had during this podcast, but for some reason, I was like, I want to see him fail. I want to see him fail. I don't wish bad upon Christian himself. I just wanted to see the challenge fail. Just the challenge itself fail, not the person then. Just the challenge. But if Christian's able to win, he'll get an extra vote, but if he loses, he'll face a penalty. And unfortunately, he loses, and I swear to you, this was so freaking cool. I'm sorry, Christian. This was so freaking cool. The last weight rips the puzzle off of the barge and pulls it underwater, and it is the coolest shot ever of the puzzle just like getting dragged down to the depths of the ocean. The puzzles just floating, the pieces just floating down with it. I love that shot. I loved it. But unfortunately, Christian did not love it. He takes this pretty hard. And he receives a sealed message that he has to take back to camp and read in front of everyone. And when he gets there, boy, is this a twist. Because for the first time in Survivor history, they're gonna come running gang or something. Christian reads the card and he finds out that the journey consequence is the fact that he has to, like, he's being forced to cast his vote for a specific person. That person being himself. So Christian will be receiving one vote tonight at Tribal Council, guaranteed, and it will be from himself. Crazy work. Who asked for this? I don't know. And speaking of celebrities from earlier and me having a big like BF about that, Jimmy Kimmel. That's whose fault this is. Jimmy Kimmel. I'm pretty sure these celebrities received a lot of hate mail and will probably receive more once the season wraps. I don't blame fans. So the game does shift a bit after finding out that Christian has to vote for himself. This makes him extremely vulnerable. Not only does a person already have a vote stacked on them, but a person does not have a vote at all. So that is pretty cool. Christian does have one last ditch effort by offering his shot in the dark to Jonathan to, offer loyalty, build some trust. It doesn't work though. Jonathan still has a plan to vote him out, and Jonathan actually shares the information that Christian gave up his shot in the dark, making him completely vulnerable. There are some other conversations happening for secondary targets and like split strategies and things like that. Sari and Tiffany want to target Emily. They have that consideration for a bit. And Rizzo is pushing to keep that vote on Christian. So while there's some side discussions, that vote on Christian, it's kind of a no-brainer. And again, I'm sorry you guys that I spoiled it. But Tribal goes down. It goes down. Christian does have his little moment here at Tribal Council, and because of the twist, he does vote for himself, along with Aubrey, Sari, Joe, Rizzo, and Tiffany in the vote. And unfortunately, I thank you guys so much. So much for tuning in for that and staying around for that, giving it a listen. That part where it got cut off, I actually re-recorded twice. And I'm not sure what happened. That second time I started re-recording, I just went straight in, went right through everything else. And I don't know if it's because I recorded too long or I recorded too much and it just couldn't handle it. I'm not sure. And again, I do apologize to you guys because I really wanted to bring you guys this content. But I'm definitely going to take this as a learning lesson, a stepping stone towards the future. We do have Big Brother coming up in just a few short weeks. When you think about it my way, it is a few short weeks. But nonetheless, I'm going to take the growing pains from Survivor 50, take what I've learned and move forward. We have the Survivor 50 finale coming up tomorrow, and I absolutely cannot wait. I will absolutely be bringing you guys a coverage episode for the finale. It's our first live finale for Survivor in a very long time. A very, very long time. So, very interested to see how Final Tribal Council goes. I know we didn't want Final Four fire making, things like that. I'm very interested to see how, quote-unquote, Hands to the Fans finishes off this thing. I honestly will not be surprised if there is one more twist to go. I am absolutely hoping not. What was missed in my little portion that was all deleted, the prize pot is now $2 million. So our sole survivor will be the recipient of an amazing $2 million prize, and I cannot wait to see what goes down tomorrow night at 8 on CBS, live on Paramount Plus. Make sure you guys tune in Eastern time too. Sorry about that, guys. But I thank you guys again. Please remember, like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, and I'll see you guys right here, same corner, same guy, same vibe. Peace, you guys.